Welcome to the next part of the Tatenhill Open Day Tour, which is virtual. You'll be really glad it's virtual because let me tell you, it's quite wet out there. And my COVID style haircut, which has now gone massive in the rain, I can't wait to get it cut. But anyway, I'm moving on. This is the response vehicle that was paid for by the Help Appeal. They bought one for each of the bases and they've bought two for the cardiac arrest / critical care services that we run. We use these SUVs on days like today when the weather's too bad to fly legally. And having a nice, well-balanced, purpose-built vehicle like this enables us to proceed to jobs faster than the road speed limit using our exemptions, but in the safety and the knowledge that this car actually can handle what we're asking it to do. So our BMWs are 5 Series SUVs, and they've been purposely converted with cages to hold all of the equipment. You may recognise the bags because they're exactly the same bags as we use on the aircraft. So we have a set on the car and a set on the aircraft. So just like the aircraft, we've got a red bag and a green bag, our PPE bag, and our monitor, which was on the bulkhead in the aircraft. And then behind that is a suction unit. When we get to scene, this cage comes out to make it easier for us to reach the stuff that's at the back, which is very well thought out. And then if you just come around to the side door with me, I'll show you that we have even more kit in the side door. So there's the same blue bag that you saw in the rear of the aircraft, the same spare airway pouch. And then we have a couple of other things on here that we don't carry on the aircraft. One called a Peli light, which is a giant battery-powered LED scene light. So if we get to a job in the dark, it can be quite difficult to see patients to assess them. And if fire brigade isn't there with a massive light system that they bring, we can take out our Peli light and use that to illuminate the patient on the scene. When I first joined Midlands Air Ambulance, I was a paramedic and I had very little extra training, but I did have a few courses extra and I worked on a helicopter. And the idea back then was using the helicopter as a very fast ambulance with the intention of getting the patient to the right hospital as quickly as possible. But since then, we've undertaken quite an extensive change to the way we operate. I'm now more skilled, more educated, and more trained than I've ever been in my career. So while flying around in a helicopter is the highlight of my job, it doesn't actually matter so much anymore what the mode of transport is that I arrive to scene on. So whether it be by helicopter or car, my colleagues, my doctor colleagues and myself, we bring a little bit of the hospital to the patient, which means that the speed element isn't quite as important as it was when I first started. So while it seems strange that we're putting more and more cars on rather than helicopters, there is logic behind that, and it is about getting advanced skill sets to the patient wherever the patient is at the right time with the right equipment, the right knowledge and the right experience and skill set. That is what is making a difference here in Midlands Air Ambulance.